Hello everybody, Phenomenal Sir here, back with another episode of The First 15, the series where I play the first 15 minutes of newer underexposed indie games, and then share my thoughts and feelings about them. Today, we have up A Strange Dream by Venerate Who. A Strange Dream is about a random man who slowly starts to realize he isn't in reality. He starts to uncover what's going on and how he can escape this dream. Keep note, this is my first game and I made it in around 4 weeks, so there may be some glitches and things that need to be polished. Thanks. So the game was published 48 days ago. It was updated 3 days ago. So it's a little outside the age range of the games that I normally play. However, the dev actually reached out to me in one of my other YouTube videos and asked me to play his game. And when I looked, I had already done my videos for last week, so I figured, well, I'll wait till next week to record it. And in that time, he's actually released a sequel to it as well, called A Strange Dream 2. Go figure. But from what I've gathered from reading through the page for that game and this game, it looks like it's part of a set, like a continuous story. So rather than go in and do a review of the new sequel that just came out and not really understand what's going on, I'm going to do the original game as requested by the dev, and then perhaps in the future I can do the next one, depending on how long the sessions are, because I don't want to play the whole trilogy, because he has stated that there's going to be a third game in the series as well. So as I said, requested by the dev, which, you know, kudos to you. I never worked up the nerve to actually just ask somebody to straight review my games because I fear rejection. So now I am having a little bit of issues getting the capture to work, and the game starts immediately when you open it. So there's going to be some weirdness here. I'm just letting y'all know because I don't want to show off everything on my screen. So you are going to hear a little bit of dialogue before I can switch over to the actual game. So just bear with me in one moment. I'll have it up and going. I do have my timer ready, so as soon as we actually get on it and go, we'll be able to go. So one second. There we go.
My car broke down. I have to walk the rest of the way to my house. Should be a straight shot. Maybe I can find some fuel.
Okay. So now, and I understand the dev said it only took 4 weeks to make, so kudos to you. But I am going to start out with my number one biggest gripe, which is no menu screen. Or no menu screen as well, because I just hit escape and exited the whole game. So no menu screen, no menu screen and no title screen means you have no launch point and you have no take a break point for your game. Now, taking a break might not be an issue if it's a 5-minute game, but you should always have a title screen. That's just my opinion. Okay. Oh, is that the house?
What the heck? Radio saying something.
You're trapped for eternity. There's no way out. No one has ever escaped this reality.
What the heck does that mean? The heck does that mean?
I'm a tiny person.
Where am I? Someone just tell me what the heck is going on.
Hmm. I am very tiny. Why am I so tiny? I guess I can't criticize, right? Because he said that it's not, or they said it's not supposed to make sense. That the game, get away from me. That the game is like a dream or some sort of weird reality, so it's not supposed to make sense. Get away, you bastard. Yeah. Can't jump, can you? Punk ass. Okay. Hmm. Ooh. I was like being funny, and I was like, oh, look at this, and then there's actually nudity on it, so I might not actually be able to post this video now. I thought it was gonna be obscured. We'll see. It was quick. It was quick. We'll see. Switchblade. Oh, and okay. Is this just the? Is this whole floor just designed to get the channel banned or flagged? What's this? A Bokes. Bye. Oh. Cool story, bro. I withdraw from the insane laughter. Alright, let's go see what he's laughing about. Oh, look, I broke it. Sort of. Click to shoot. I do it. It's not working. Oh. just in the interest of you not getting in trouble and streamers not getting in trouble. Hi guys. Okay, well, you were obviously doing this before I got here, so y'all just do your thing. I would say definitely consider putting a warning in about that. Are they going to finish chanting and then I'll draw knives and run towards the circle and I'm out here chilling? Sorry, I keep messing with my face. I got something in my eye. I don't know what it is. So I noticed that the character's inner monologue has stopped. He doesn't really have anything to say about this. Oh, that's kind of see-through.
Wait. I'm back home. What?
He dead.
Oh, my head. There's a car crash. My son, he was in the car with me. I was on my phone then. I killed my son. Right now, I need the bag out of here. I don't know what to do.
Well, the reason...
I must be in a coma of some sort.
I literally said there's no inner monologue and he starts talking to himself. Well, the reason you wrecked your car, buddy, is because there's no roads. Uh-oh. 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 Come at me, you bastards! Bah! I was joking. Jerk. Ah! We have to hold the walls till morning. Hey, I'll read this. I feel like this is supposed to be a different asset. Oh. I escaped.
This is the end.
Is it though? Is it actually? Okay. Well, so I think it's done. I don't know if there was anything left to find in it, but that happened. So, going down from the start, thoughts and feelings. So, no title screen, no pause screen, those are two things you should definitely have, and you should never, never, in my esteemed opinion, you should never have a single button push completely exit your application. If you want escape to be exit, that's fine, but something needs to pop up that says this will exit the game, are you sure? Or something like that. Because there are a few more jarring experiences than to be playing a game. And if I was playing the game and, like, say my phone rang and I'm 10 minutes into the game and the phone rings and I'm like, oh shit. And I go to hit escape thinking that's the pause, and I hit escape and it was to just close it, then I would probably answer the call and then not play your game again. It being something that's obviously short, it's a little indie game, you know. If it was a long game and that happened, I would probably also never play the game again because I would be incredibly upset that all my progress was lost. So I would say definitely, if you didn't do it for the sequel, either consider doing it in a fix or do it in Chapter 3. Do not have a button that just ends the game without some sort of a prompt saying, are you sure you want to end the game? It's obviously rudimentary. It's obviously, I think you said it's your first game. You said you did it in 4 weeks. So I don't need to belabor the point that, you know, it needs polish because it needs polish. But there was some things that I don't know in the nicest way possible. There are some things about the game where when I saw them, I didn't know if it was a legitimate thing you were going for because it added to the story in some way, or if those things were just there because those were the free assets or those were the things that you could do without putting a lot of time and effort into it. Case in point, the bit where you're in the house and you're like tiny, was the character didn't comment on why am I so small. There didn't seem to be a reason for it. So for me, I was like, oh, he just has mismatched assets or he didn't scale them correctly, is what I was thinking in my head. Even if there was just a line of dialogue where the guy's like, why is everything so huge? This makes no sense. Like, you could have probably gotten away with that and I wouldn't have thought twice about it. But the fact that it's not mentioned at all means you don't want to draw attention to it, which means that it's something that is just how it is. And I will say too, the flashing was a little strange with the gun. It's like the gun it wasn't flashing. There wasn't a muzzle flash. There was like a muzzle blacken, which was unusual. Like every time you pulled the trigger, the screen went black for a second, which, given the amount of times you had to click in rapid succession, I don't know if it's possible to die from those monsters or not. I just assumed it was and just, went nuts clicking to kill them. I would say lose that, because I could see that being a little dangerous for people who have, epilepsy or seizure prone or something like that. If you were to start, and I mean, I don't know. I don't have epilepsy, so I don't really know how all it gets set off, if it's certain patterns or what it is. But I would just say be wary of that. I would also say, when I was exploring the house, there were some we'll call them implements of sin. Of various natures, papers, some controlled substances, things like that I would say be wary of putting in your game if you don't have it rated appropriately, because even though it's a minor thing, you don't want to get in trouble for that. You don't want to get a warning or get your game taken down or something like that because you've got some provocative images or drugs or whatever. And again, I am a little worried that I'm gonna get in trouble for it. I'll put the video up because I've not gotten a warning or anything like that before, so I don't guess they'll ban me the first time. But if I do get it, then I will probably be upset with you, and I will let you I will let you know. But overall, I think, like you said, it needs polish. I'm not really sure what you're going for here. It wasn't broken. There was the one point where I was in the hilly area, and I'm pretty sure that if I wanted to, I could have walked up that hill and jumped off into space, and I saw a bunch of other little random assets kind of floating off in the distance. I'd be curious if there was a checkpoint system. I'm sorry, I don't know why I need more coffee. I just woke up like an hour ago. I'd be curious to know if those were secrets or if those were just leftover assets that you didn't do anything with. But just be wary of that. That if you're gonna have that, you had some like you shall not pass areas in other places, and I would say just do that as well, because even though that little valley area looks like you can't climb the rocks, you can, and people are gonna try. Anybody who's ever played an Elder Scrolls game is going to try to yeet up the side of that mountain without hesitation. So, overall, I would say that the game has some potential. Oh, and I want to say too that the voice acting, that's a nice touch. Whenever somebody actually has actual voice acting, I'm assuming that it was the dev that did the dialogue. Might have been a friend or something like that. But in any case, you get a point for that, because that's an extra thing that not a lot of people, do. So a lot of people will just do the text across the screen, and that's it. So I would say game with potential, but I would say the execution definitely leaves something to be desired. So nothing was fundamentally broken, but I saw the potential to break it, and it was very rude. I mean, it was mostly walk to box, click, 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 walk to box. There was that bit where I guess it was supposed to be a jump scare, but it didn't really get me. And it says click to shoot, and I clicked, and nothing really happened, but then I could walk through that fog wall. So I would say 2 stars. I'm halfway between 2 and 3, but I'm going to say 2 because I have a feeling I could have broken it a couple of times, and then I'd have had to hit escape and start the whole thing over again. So, but it does have some potential. In a future, I might give it a little bit of time to I don't want to say fester, but to simmer, and I may come back and play the second one as well, just to see what it is turning into. I probably won't do a video of it because I don't, unless you request me to. Again, I probably won't do a video of it because I don't want to just have videos of the whole trilogy and then nobody downloads your games because they've seen me play all the way through them. That's the whole reason why I call this the first 15, is because I only want to play the first 15 minutes of the game and then leave the rest to the imagination of the player or the viewer. So, good job. Good starting effort, Venerate Who. Thank you for putting yourself out there and asking for a recommendation or for a review. I do appreciate you suggesting the game to me. And anybody else out there who does have a game that they would like to suggest, please feel free to do so in the comments here or in any of the other videos that you may watch in the future. I would just say be wary of putting in a link. Tell me the game and the platform it's on. So say like the game is called A Strange Dream and it's on itch.io and it was made by this person, and then I can find it. But if you just copy a link in your comments, YouTube will automatically block that before I ever see it. The only way I'll see it is if I go and check my emails, and I have to go through my junk folder, and then I'll see where they sent me the hey, we deleted this comment. So just be wary of that, but please feel free to recommend games in the future. I'm always looking for new indie games to play, to review, and new people to help get their name and their projects out there. So Thank you, everybody, as always, for watching. Be sure to check out all of my other First 15 videos, as well as all the other videos here on my YouTube. And until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there.